the patriarchs, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, having been called by God to constitute a kind of new humanity that would enter into a covenant relationship with him. They continued in the land of Israel, as it would later be called, in the land of Canaan, as nomads looking after their vast herds, until the time came when, because of famine, they moved down in a block to Egypt. And as the centuries slipped by and their numbers multiplied, eventually they became serfs and slaves to the Egyptians. There was still a heritage of this religion fostered by the God who had disclosed himself to Abraham, the patriarch. This band of Hebrews multiplied, this band of people who ultimately became Jews, of Israelites, flourished, and yet they flourished under slavery. They flourished under captivity. And in due course, God raised up a man called Moses. Moses himself was a Hebrew, but through strange circumstances, he had been brought up in the royal court, and he thought that he would side, as a young man, with his own people, and ended up killing somebody and fleeing for his life. He spent most of his life as a shepherd on the backside of a desert. But at the age of 80, he hears the voice of God to go back and lead the people out of slavery, out of Egypt. In Exodus chapter 3, Exodus being the second book of the Bible, Exodus chapter 3, Moses gives all the reasons why he really shouldn't go. He's too old. He doesn't speak very well. Somebody else should go. He is still a wanted man, surely, if he goes back there. In chapter 3, verse 13, Moses said to God, "Suppose I go to the Israelites and say to them, 'The God of your fathers has sent me,' and they ask me, 'What is his name?' Then what shall I tell them?" God said to Moses, "I am who I am. That is what you are to say to the Israelites. I am has sent you." In other words, God does give himself a name. I am who I am. I am has sent you. But it's not a name that puts him in a box. He is what he is. I am who I am. And he defines himself, as it were, for people like Moses, for people like us, as he progressively discloses himself across the centuries. He's the eternal subject. He's not somebody else's object that can be categorized and delimited. He is what he says he is. He is what he discloses of himself. He is. Tell him I am has sent you.